This is David Gray, Mandan, North Dakota. Today is August 11th, 2022. Tom and Judy love transforming the landscape of America's interstate highways. Thomas E. Love is an American billionaire businessman. He's the owner, founder, and executive chairman of Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Tom Love's vision of meeting the needs of the interstate trucking industry and the average American traveling motorist has resulted in a well known presence on America's interstate highway system. Thomas Love was born in Oklahoma City in 1937, one of six siblings and son of a lawyer who was president of the oil company Kerr McGee. Tom is a descendant of two Chickasaw families, both named Love. Their ancestors were forced to Oklahoma as part of the Trail of Tears. Tom is a descendant of Benjamin Love, who was an official interpreter for the Chickasaw people. Tom attended St. John's University in Minnesota, but left after less than one semester. He then enlisted in the Marine Corps and served for 3 years. And when he left the Marines, he was married and then thought he'd try college once again. However, he dropped out of the University of Oklahoma in 1964. In 1964, Love and his wife Judy leased a gas station in Watauga, Oklahoma. Love went on to open another 30 gas stations. When OPEC announced an oil embargo in 1973, it threatened Love's businesses, which relied almost entirely on gas sales. He pioneered combining the gas station with the 24-hour convenience store as well as self-service pumps. Tom relates in a article in Forbes magazine, we had an Arab oil embargo in the early 1970s. It made our model of filling stations very vulnerable. We couldn't find fuel. It was really nip and tuck. The 70s was an interesting decade because it was full of dangerous trends. The fuel business was frozen with allocation rules, so Love needed to find a new business model and fast. Tom continues, one of the signal entrepreneurship moves that we made in our company history was discovering the small 24-hour food store. Convenience stores at that time didn't have fuel, so we came up with an idea that if we married the two together, a small food store with gasoline, it might work. We also introduced a self-service gasoline. We knew we'd found something. It was really a eureka moment. In the 1980s, the company began focusing on interstate locations. Love further innovated by adding branded food outlets to the travel stop concept in the early 1990s. They merchandised Taco Bell Express, Pizza Hut Express, Winchell's Donuts, and A&W Root Beer, and then developed its own sandwich brand, Fresh Daily Deli and Grill. Around this time, the company also installed debit and credit card readers to its fuel pumps. Today, Love's travel stops and country stores have more than 590 stores in 41 states and estimated revenues of $25.5 billion. According to Forbes, Tom and Judy Love are worth approximately $5.2 billion. Love and his family have been leaders in philanthropy between personal donations and corporate giving. The Love family has supported institutions of higher education as well as local charities and healthcare across the country through the Love Family Foundation. Tom Love's vision for transformation of the highway truck stop has indeed changed the landscape of America's freeways. Thank you for your attention.